Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is May 14th, and our reading is The Power to Define. The power to define is the power to control. If anyone who disagrees with us is a racist, there's nothing left to discuss. If anyone with the right shibboleths is on our side, then any criticism of them is unfair. They agree with us, so they must be right. This reduces us all to cartoon characters. Judging others by our interpretation of what they have said is bad enough. It's worse when we judge Bob and Betty by what we think a friend of theirs may have said. If we're so good at reading the hearts of others, maybe we'd benefit from a wee peek at our own intentions. Yes, we know. If you spot it, you got it. And when I'm pointing a finger at somebody else, I've got three pointing back at myself. And that is just the point. It is intensely uncomfortable to have people label somebody as a racist or a xenophobe or a something something phobe, as if by labeling somebody with something that you don't like means that they are not entitled to an opinion, or that they don't have a voice, or that they should not be part of the discussion. That is not what the Buddha meant by right speech. That's not what classical liberalism meant by freedom of speech. That's not what Voltaire was talking about, disagreeing with people but defending to the death their right to express an opposing opinion. In many ways, we're further away from where we were when I was a kid. Uh, the free speech movement in Berkeley, California, would have a coronary over the place that we've gotten to with the control of speech and little misinformation coming around and tut-tutting at people having the temerity to have a different point of view. That's not what they had in mind, I don't think. Of course, that's just me. What do I know? This is also why we tend to be First Amendment absolutists around here. You know, people have a right to free speech, and that means to be able to say something, express an opinion that has not been curated by the Ministry of Truth, or Mini True as they called it in 1984. How true was that? Uh, the idea that somebody in power, that government is greater than our God-given rights to free speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of the press, and freedom of religion. The idea that those freedoms are conditional depending on who the commissar of truth, justice, and the American way is highly suspect. That's not how we're supposed to roll. Really, trust me on this. And since the American Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all of those things seem to inspire a lot of people around the world, we need to be very careful in the United States how we're interpreting those things. It's not up to somebody in Washington, D.C. to decide if your thoughts are okay, if your words are okay, and then if your deeds are okay. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. That was the Zoroastrian formula. Not bad sentiments, actually. So happy trails to you until we meet again.